Good evening all, and welcome to a short tutorial video on how to do this gluing. We're going to be using Elmer's Washable Clear. That is the slightly more expensive Australian based one. So that is the one I'm going to give a go tonight. What you're going to need: a turntable. This is the trusty old one from IKEA for cakes being repurposed. This is a cleaning work mat that I got from the UK many years back, and it's got this pushable sort of jigsaw piece which you can pull out. So I'm going to stick that in the middle there. That's going to be my base. Got a fan here for use later when we're actually glued, and I've got a trusty record. This just happens to be James Vincent McMorrow. We move and take that out. It's actually really clean, but it's got non-fill, which has always bugged me. So I've had it on the bench here for a little while, meaning to do this. So let's get it done. My method is pretty simple. Some glue either way, across, up and down, against the grooves. I just do a rough amount. It's not measured or anything like that. I just got a feel for it now that if I squeeze, separate these lines by about 1 centimetre each. Either way, that seems to be enough. And I'm sure there are fancier ways of getting this on, but this is the method I've been using for quite a few years now. Get a goodly amount all the way around. And then I usually run an extra bit just around the edges, because it's really important to have edges that are covered all the way around. And then I do a little bit in the inside as well, just to make sure that that's covered. Okay, so that's done. And that's what you get to start with. Then we need to spread it. Some people use their fingers. Other people use, I don't know what other people use actually. I am using a credit card repurposed. I've just cut the ends off because that is actually a better fit. I don't want it to go all the way across and damage the label. So I've just cut that off a couple of centimetres in total, and then I just use that to push this glue into the grooves and all the way around evenly. And I let the turntable here do all the work. It's moving a bit, so I'm just going to give it a bit more central focus. Because I've been playing around with it, it's not stuck as it usually is to that board. It's usually quite, I mean, you could use blue tack or whatever you like underneath, and that would do the same job. But I go around maybe 3 times, full 360 3 times. And that just spreads that glue right around and into the grooves. You can certainly use your fingers if that's what you feel is better to get that glue right in. I haven't ever done that, and it doesn't seem to have made a big difference. I'm always thinking that it's done a pretty great job even without that. But the important part is obviously you want it spread all the way around, all around the edges. And I can see here that those edges aren't quite ready, so I usually add a little bit more glue because I really want an even coverage. I think that's the only edge I've really missed. And I just give it a bit more of a roll. And that's looking pretty good. So there it is, all over the record. Hopefully you can see that. So that's a good coverage. Not too thick, not too thin. Put that aside. And then you just need some little tabs to stick in the glue to make sure that it's easy to come up. And I'm going to make those out of this card. Takes all of 2 seconds, just plop one in there. And as quite a few people on StereoNet do, they make 2 or 3 of them so that they can pull at different ends in case it's easier at one end or another. We'll do 3 just for the hell of it. Because we're here, why not? And there's the 3rd one. Easy. And that is the beginning of that. We'll go off and put this on the drying rack now and come back when it's done. G'day, it's the next morning and here is the James Vincent McMorrow album with the tabs and the glue has dried. I haven't done anything to it except take it straight off that drying ironing board that I had it on, and let's strip these off, see how we go. So just grab a corner, got 3 corners to choose from, and I'll just tip that up so you can see it as it comes off. It's all coming off pretty nice, one piece. Do this one over here. And I don't really need to do that third one, but I'll pull it anyway because it's there. Just help it along. I think that's going to come off pretty nice. And there it is, all one piece. Couldn't be simpler, and looking pretty good. I'll do the other side and then I'll be able to play that later in the day.